So, growing up, I was kind of a shy kid, socially awkward. I was homeschooled, youngest, and relationship building was not my strong point. It's definitely something I struggled with. I always wanted to have friends, but I was never very good at making friends with strangers. I kind of had very few friends, and that was something I had to work on in my coaching career, because coaching is basically building relationships with your athletes. And so if you don't have relationship skills, it's really something that you need to work on. And that's what I want to talk about. I'm going to go on a hike later today, and we'll talk more about breaking down the relationship process and how to communicate. But I want to talk right now about relationships and the value of relationships. This is the Gymnastics Experience, episode 5, 6, 7, I don't know. I'm Raleigh Carter. Relationships. What are relationships? Relationship really comes down to the proximity, the closeness of two entities. It could be a person and a thing, it could be things and things, people and people. The closer you are to something, or the closer something is, the more influence it has. So relationship is all about proximity. How close are you to that person? How much influence do you have on that person? Why relationship is important in the gymnastics world is because that's what we do. This is our service industry. Like, thank you for beeping your horn. We work with people, and understanding how relationships are built, understanding how to maintain and foster healthy relationships is really going to take you a lot farther in your gymnastics career, and really will help you improve the results that you're getting currently. Revenue generation comes from being able to retain the students, not have a constant turnover. So if you're poor at relationship building and you're not very good at it, and you're constantly turning over relationships, you're costing that business money. And so it's very, very important to understand that relationship building is the very beginning foundation of coaching. And if you need to work on your relationship skills, then that's what you need to spend more time investing in than whether you know how to teach a backflip or a cartwheel or a takachev or a clear up handstand. That stuff will come. But if you have poor relationship skills, that's going to plague you for all your years of coaching. That's what really needs to get fixed. The foundation of all relationships is communication. We all want to be listened to. We all want to be validated. We all want to be loved. And so when you're building relationships, if you keep that in mind, just listen to people, validate them, love them, you're going to be far better off in your relationship building. As a coach, you got to approach it and go, okay, what does this athlete need? What do they want? And how can I get it for them? Now, this does not mean that you have to get walked over or you have to, play the martyr, but it's really looking kind of at a person and going, okay, what do they really want and how can I help them get that? The more you become a problem solver, and the more you create solutions, the more that you help people get what they want, they're more likely to help give you what you want. And so it's a reciprocation there. But it takes you to start that process. That's not going to come from other people. You've got to start the process and say, okay, how can I give this person what they want? The biggest complaint that I hear on the internet when I read gymnastics forums and stuff, it's just kind of a running theme that parents are the problem. People always have these bad parents inside their gym, these parents that cause problems, poison the gym. And I want to say that, while that might be true, every single person deals with the same issues, the same struggles. We all have been angry, we all have felt hate, we've all been frustrated, we've all been disappointed, we've all been lied to, we've all had anxiety, depression, etc., etc. We've felt these things. So if you're dealing with somebody who's difficult, I just challenge you to think, well, what emotions are they going through that you've already been through? And the real question is, how do you relate to them? How are you going to influence them to get them through that emotion? So we're going to talk more about relationship and really the foundation, which is communication, how to become a better communicator, what kind of pieces to use into the communication process. I'm going to go on a hike in this wonderful hot day. Remember that you can always leave a comment. Let me know how your relationship building skills are, the pieces that you use to build relationships, how it's working for you. If you're in a position where there's terrible relationships, or if you're in a job that has awesome relationships. Remember, you can always subscribe, keep track of these videos, and check in with us later.